Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday morning, October 28th. Yes, I made it home. My appointment went a lot quicker than I thought, so we're able to do this morning's video. So welcome to Friday. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and the SPY. So the market digesting now both Amazon and Apple earnings. Amazon's down almost 13%. Apple's basically unchanged. So 4 out of the 5 did not do too well. That's the bad news. The good news, right now we're possibly coming out of balance on the downside on the daily, right? Here's the ES. Here's your 3-day balance right here. So this is last night up until 8 o'clock. This is this morning. We're still looking to gap lower by about $1 and change. It's not a massive gap. That's the bad news. Triple Qs also looking to gap lower. Russell, they're right at yesterday's low. Again, they're going to be affected the least by, obviously, the tech earnings. And here's SPY. So, again, the market is tentatively trying to push lower here, but they know what's ahead of them next week with the Fed and then the following week with the election. Now, Triple Qs and NQ never got out of their weekly balance. The ES and SPY did. So unless we have a disastrous day today, we will still be up on the weekly. The daily will probably go down again, right? I use this as a 3-day balance. So if we come out of it, we'll see, do we stretch this balance just a little bit or do we go down, right? Again, people, it's so visual. It's such an art. If we don't take out Monday's low, people might call this a 5-day balance. But since we took out yesterday's low, the previous day's low yesterday, and we're looking to take out yesterday's low, I'd probably go down on the daily if we opened below yesterday's low in the next hour. Overnight high in SPY is 380.32. The overnight low is 370.380. Now, we've seen the last couple of days in Triple Qs, they've gapped and filled that gap the first time frame. So will that occur today? Remains to be seen. Right now, we're looking to open with lower value and below balance. So again, I would have to look for a short play in ES or SPY, whichever one you're trading. Obviously, inside of yesterday's range. Now, the gap gets filled at M's low, okay? That's yesterday's low. We had a price probe, don't forget. All right, we did have a price probe. It wasn't a big one, so I didn't really use it. So M's low is the important thing. So if you take a short and it fills the gap, first things first, you want to see if that's the big thing they want to do, and then they roll over again. However, if they fill the gap and then start getting any kind of tempo inside of yesterday's range and value, then you get out of that short play. That game is over. So that's a short play. I am in 4-tick increments, so I don't know how wide this park really is. As far as a long play, again, can you take a long inside of the 24th range? Well, we had the afternoon pullback low and high. I don't know how much I would want to rely on that. And then you had that low from Monday. So if anything, I'd want to see what happened if they really push down towards that low. So right now, early on, there's no real long play, right? Let the market digest. Again, there's 75 minutes to go. Lower value, out of balance, I'm looking for shorts. If the gap gets much bigger in the next 75 minutes, I don't do anything and I watch. If the gap is really small and it looks like they're going to have momentum to fill it, maybe I take a quick play just to fill it, but then I'm out right away because that just might be their target. Again, just all early plays here in our trading room. I'll recap all of these indices charts tonight. So here is the daily. Here's your 3-day balance. So if we take out Tuesday's low, we're going to down on the daily. Still not catastrophic. I said coming into balance or it's not bad if they play in this range, right? The bigger picture is the weekly. You don't want to come into balance right away on the weekly, although they might prior to the Fed and everything else. But that would mean taking out this week's low at some point next week, depending on where it is. So right now we're coming out of a 3-day balance to the downside, probably going to test this trend line. The bigger question is Wednesday's high our new lower high? All remains to be seen. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap the day and the week at 4 p.m.